guys like Coach Greg Adams and Joker, they don't know what the they're talking about. There are guys that are in the manosphere right now who have no business being in there. Coach Red Pill, sorry, you're one of them. DJ Academics, guys, is not your friend. Maybe he's invested in their downfall.
Rolo 2, whatever the his name is. Shut the up.
You can't take advice from motherfuckers that you don't want to be.
So what makes you special then?
Recently, Rollo Tomasi, aka the Fraud Father, well-known plagiarist and thief and con man in the manosphere, he's been trying to discredit and attack other manosphere content creators, guys like Coach Greg Adams, Coach Red Pill, and Joker from Better Bachelor, guys who are way more successful than he is and didn't need him at all to get where they are in life and as men and as content creators.
People who have no business being in certainly not in dating coaches or Red Pill this or MGTOW that. One of the problems I have, and I know you like the guy, but one of the problems I have with guys like Coach Greg Adams and Joker is that it seems to me anyways that they came into this because it seemed like the coolest thing to do at the time. They're like, okay, well, I want to be they took the course and they said, I want to be a online hustler. What's going to be my niche? Let's see what's trending. Oh, MGTOW. Like if you go and you ask those guys if they're still MGTOW, I would wonder if they would still say that they aligned with MGTOW, even like Coach Greg Adams right now. Not shitting on them. Maybe they're completely sincere about it. I don't know. You could have to ask them. But when they come in and they don't know what the they're talking about, and I know because I was there 3,000 years ago, Gandalf, right? That when I'm seeing like clearly they have no clue what they're talking about, that's when I kind of got to go, they're selling cheesy stadium nachos rather than like having any kind of, understanding of what's going on.
It's all nonsense. There is no one in the manosphere in it for the wrong reasons more than Rollo Tomasi, because he is only in it for the money and only in it for feeding his own psychological, pathological personality shit. He's a narcissist, psychopath, Jesus complex, Messiah complex, cluster B cluster. That's the only reason he's in it. Now he attacks them. He's a little beta bitch, bitter bitch, because they refuse to give him credit for shit he stole in large part. And he's been well known for being a content thief like that, a plagiarist. He steals stuff from lesser known content creators in places like So Suave and MASF back in the day, and the Red Pill subreddit at Red Pill, on Reddit.
I was part of a group called So Suave, which is still around right now. After almost 20 years, is still up, and it's still a functioning forum where people go and sort of, it's like a marketplace of ideas.
He's a wannabe rock star, not even has been. He never amounted to anything with those little guitars he got from Walmart or some shit like that. Those posted on his wall behind him, there's cheap garbage. In very simple terms, Coach Greg Adams, Coach Red Pill, and Better Bachelor Joker, they built their own audiences doing their own thing, way bigger than Rollo, way better than Rollo by 1,000 miles. They didn't have to kiss his ass or kiss his ring. They did it on their own without his help. And none of them are hypocrites, right? Coach Greg in particular is someone I know pretty well from speaking at my convention a couple times. I've met him, several times. He's not a fraud. He's not a hypocrite. None of that crap. And I believe the same is true for Better Bachelor. I haven't met him, so it's a bit different. They don't even sell like these scam courses and all this fucking garbage. They're just dudes trying to warn men about the nature of women, make kind of Red Pill manosphere content, and actually help men in their own unique ways, right? Coach Red Pill I'm a little bit familiar with, at least from a distant perspective. He's just a dude making a YouTube channel about Red Pill kind of content, manosphere content, and that pisses Rollo off. Just because the guy won't kiss the fucking Rollo ring, right?
I look at the content going to men. Not all of it. There are good folks there, I'm sure, people. I know there are good people there, but a lot of it and a lot of the stuff with the top views, I find traps men in these communities. I think it makes them worse off, makes it harder for them to date. So do you know, I'm just going to read out a list to you and I want to get your thoughts on this. Do you know a guy named Coach Red Pill?
Do you want my assessment of these guys?
I just want to know if you know him. Do you know him?
I do know who he is. Okay, so let me explain something to you before you read the rest of these, and because I know what's coming next. So, here's the thing: is do I endorse these guys? Do I endorse? Okay, first of all, there are guys that are in the manosphere right now who have no business being in the manosphere. Coach Red Pill, sorry, you're one of them. You should not be. He is not a representative of what I would say. He's definitely a representative of what the manosphere has become, but in no way should be representing the Red Pill whatsoever. Because a lot of these guys, and I hate to gloss myself, but I can name names right now of guys who simply go use my book, read passages out of my book, claim it's their own, and then build a very successful YouTube channel accordingly.
With Rollo's debate, so-called, with Lauren Southern, where she schooled his ass and ran circles around him, when she asked about Coach Red Pill, either Rollo was immediately went into full Megatron simp mode, which wouldn't surprise me. The guy's socially retarded on a good day. Or he just wanted to throw Coach Red Pill under the bus as soon as he could, make himself, Rollo, look good, or try to discredit Coach Red Pill just because he's a competitor to Rollo. He's a competitor for mind share, so to speak, in the manosphere, making content and reaching young men on manosphere and on YouTube and stuff. What else is new? He'll throw anybody under the bus to make a buck or even the potential of a single dollar.
Honestly, I think DJ Academics, it does not have Myron and Fresh's best interests in mind. I know this was an ambush, and when you see this, it's smack. I have been in ambushes before. I know exactly what this is. DJ Academics, guys, is not your friend. Simply put, he is not your friend. It is on his Spotify. You want to talk about getting paid? There you go. Maybe he's invested in their financial or downfall, right? DJ Academics decided to drop a clip that did these guys dirty. He knew exactly what he was doing. The full video wasn't even out, and he's already dropping clips. In that first clip, it makes them look like children. It makes them look like they're being, they're ready to be scolded by Mama Brittany.
Dick suckers like that bitch ass nigga Rollo to whatever the fuck his name is. Y'all ain't mainstream. It's the reason why you ain't ever heard no criticism about you hoe ass nigga. Cause nobody talk about you but your dick suckers. Them niggas wanted to go mainstream. You don't bring academics on your show if you don't want mainstream attention. You ain't seen Fresh and Fit on TMZ before academics. They don't care what you talking about, nigga. You can write 30 books. I'm doing business. You think Brittany want to be a bum-ass nigga with 2 guitars behind her like this bum-ass nigga with nothing? This dweeb over here, this clown wrote a book and the only thing he got to show for is 2 guitars. This clown wrote a book. Only thing he got to show for is 2 guitars. If he had the boss power and the influence and the talent like me, nigga, he would have took Fresh and Fit. And while it was still like young pups with their paws, their claws not even sharpened, he would have said, let me bring y'all to the promised land before y'all even could fight to get there. But he couldn't do nothing. He just left on the sideline like a bozo. Hey, I think this guy is not in your best interest. Shut the fuck up.
That's why he's super jealous of DJ Academics right now, because the Fraud Father has done nothing to help Fake and Fraud, Fed and Fraud go mainstream. DJ Academics has done a lot for them, for better, for worse. I'm not fans of them, obviously. I think they're huge frauds. But in terms of like actually putting the work in, making connections, making calls, putting his balls on the line, a reputation, right, making all that stuff, putting his relationships, in action like that. But he can't accept that, right? Because he's a jealous little bitch. He can't put credit where credit's due to DJ Academics, so he has to attack him and start shit. It's the modus operandi for Rollo, right? It's the same fucking playbook over and over again. Projection, attack and run away and cry victim like a little bitch. Like an SJW woke little snowflake that he is. The Fraud Father is also pissed off by the Brittany Renner episode because that woman correctly made them these little beta males, Fresh and Fit, Fake and Fraud, right? Look like fucking beta males that they are. She walked all over them. Look, I got no love for that chick. She's obviously a 304, a super 304, Hozilla, right?
You said that you warn guys about girls like me, so tell me about girls like me.
Just women in general. Like, I mean,
don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here that you did say that you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
You're not special. You're like other girls. That's the key.
I'm not special.
You're like other women that are.
So what makes you special then?
I never said I was.
What do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel? I mean, I know everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does it make you feel? Because if I say you're a ass nigga, that does something for me, right? If I insult you, or if I tell you you're not special, you're forgettable. Again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup. The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it. Right? Because honestly, I feel like when you've seen 2 or 3 videos, you've seen them all. Listen, there's a lot of people that will not sit down and have a conversation with you just because of the comments that you guys made. Well, you made. And, well, you chimed in, so you guys are tweedling and tweedle down kind of, right? So I'm here to have a conversation with you guys.
Any fucking bartender chick in a major city would have done the same thing that chick did because they're fucking bitches. And she exposed them to all of YouTube now, right? Once again, that they're beta bitches, fresh and fit, fake and fraud, are the golden goose for Rolo to sell his fucking books, the gullible little simps, right? Little simperoos, little simpanzees.
Kosh is a very easily the most simpish blue pill guy you will ever want to meet. Now, remember what I said, and maybe I did him dirty, but like, remember what I said about Mike Rashid. I said he was a blue pill alpha. Andrew Schultz is 38 years old. He got married about the middle of December of last year of 2021. Akash, I believe, has been married for 2 years. He mentions that later on in the show, which I actually watched the whole damn show. Thank you very much. I do my homework. And the girl that he's with is way out of his league, way SMV value, way above his own. And if he wasn't a successful, semi-successful, comedian, if he wasn't doing what he's doing, if he didn't have it.
I don't know if that's his name. There's some other dude's named Rolo Tomasi or something.
Oh yeah, he was like, I tried to watch that thing. He was on us, and I saw.
Yeah, you started on me. He said, academics, he's not your friend. He's a snake. And I'm like,
dude, this guy. It's like, first of all, like, oh, dude, I don't even get me started. It's like,
yo,
you can't take advice from motherfuckers that you don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like, if you looking at a dude like that, like, first of all, just look at it like, do I want to be this guy? This is the future if I follow this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
my understanding that Loser is in a fucking dead bedroom sexless marriage that he coaches guys about on the internet all day in total hypocritical psychological projection mode. He's just narrating his own shitty fucking life where his wife runs his ass in fucking circles because he's a loser. That's why he goes on the internet all day, bitching about women and shit, because he's in a fucking sexless marriage. Do you think husbands in healthy marriages, 7 days a week and shit, do you think they act like this guy? Do you think they bitch about women constantly? Do you think they talk about their 20s all fucking day long on the internet to little fucking 18-year-old kids on YouTube and shit? No. Guys who do that are in miserable dead bedroom marriages. Bottom line is the fraud father, Rollery Tomasi, wants to be a kingmaker in the manosphere, and he's not. We don't kiss the fucking ring. It pisses him off, and his narcissistic delusions of fucking grandeur. It's sick. And he will use his own fans, just like he tried to use my attendees, as a human shield or a fucking tool, a pawn, to make money for himself and sell books and create drama and all this fucking sick shit. Because he doesn't give a fuck about the men, he doesn't fuck about the red pill, he doesn't give a fuck about the message. It's all about him feeding his fucking God complex, Messiah complex, Savior complex, right? That's why he talks about all the fucking time saving lives, as if he runs a fucking suicide hotline. Nothing could be further from the truth. So when he gets exposed recently by Kevin Ray Wilder and Coach White Pill for accusing them of getting guys killed by just criticizing him, right? He's above criticism like a god, right? It's like Jesus or something, right? He's just perfect, right? He actually fucking said that on video about Kevin Ray Wilder and Coach White Pill.
They are obstacles masquerading as people. White pill guys, you're on the same fucking boat. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you apology. Your guys are an obstacle to men's progress. That's what you are. I'm not saying you're responsible for their suicides or anything like that. And you know what the net result of that is? Is that guys are hurting. Guys die because of you, because of this shit. That's why.
Rolo, I know you're going to watch this. So let me give you a final message. Maybe you can man the fuck up for once, although I don't expect you to, of course. You're going to watch this video and you're going to cry. Just like you watch DJ Academics roast your ass and cry after you attack him, right? Just like you attack Coach Greg and Better Bachelor and Coach Red Pill. You better hope those guys don't come after you and roast your ass. They're going to be way less nice than I am, right? For me, this is kind of par for the course now. I have fun making fun of you and calling you out and exposing you for being a loser. Those guys don't do that on a regular basis. If they get involved, you can kiss your ass goodbye. They're going to smoke your ass. So keep crying like a little bitch. You embarrass yourself. You also embarrass the manosphere, but it is what it is. At least we can laugh at your ass as you cry like in the corner like a little girl in the fetal position. What do you guys think? Is the fraud father, Rollery Tomasi, trying to discredit other top manosphere content creators? Let me know in the comments. Hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps the channel, helps the video. And of course, join our new locals. It's only $5 a month. Buy us a cup of coffee. This has been Anthony Dream Johnson, president of the Manosphere, founder of 21 Studios and the 21 Convention. See you guys soon in the next video. Peace out.